You know who else? I forgot this one. Bam. Topanga. Topanga was the baddest white girl on the planet.
Quick, because you brought up Love Jones, the Lorenz Tate, still sexy.
Oh,
Still. What up, y'all? Welcome to the Club Living Room Podcast. We are your hosts. I am Lenora.
I thought you were supposed to say like, you know.
But here's the thing, though. I
Joe.
be saying all these things about you, and then you just be like, yeah, I am Michael Miguelito. You know what I'm saying about me? Why don't you intro it then?
Welcome to the Club Living Room Podcast. I am your host, Michael, joined by this beautiful black queen of mine.
I'm Lenora. Thank you so much for tuning in to this fourth episode of our podcast. To the few of you who are listening and watching, we appreciate you.
We appreciate you. Yes.
It's so funny because his dad and my aunt on separate occasions were like, "Are y'all gonna pay for this? Are you getting a lot of listeners?" We were like, "No to neither. No to both questions." But we enjoy it. We've wanted to do it for a while, and we're gonna keep doing it.
Yeah,
so
we're gonna keep doing it.
Are, we know that it is fun. Well, we know the community will grow. We just got started, so ain't no thing. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. We are going to dive right in and get going for today. Talk about our drink of the day, which is this clear liquid that if you're watching, you see in our glasses. Some good old H2O.
Good old, that's what we're drinking. Quality H2O from the spring of the water filter in the refrigerator.
From that, right? We are on a diet. So I was on a diet before my 40th birthday. I went on a 40-day diet, and after my birthday, I was like, "Give me back the chocolate now." and then so I had a couple of weeks where I still ate good, but I also ate some bad. And I was like, you know what? I need to go back on my diet. There's still a little bit more weight I want to lose, a little bit more muscle I want to gain and tone. So I decided to dive in 40 days more. And this guy said he would do it with me.
Yeah. And this is really kind of like the first time that I've done like any type of diet. I mean, I'm not really big or anything like that. Never been really big, but just over time, just you get older, things start to poke out a little bit more, in the front, on the side, you start having ripples, you're getting tired quicker. So yeah, I want to support my wife in her endeavor, and I thought it was a great idea for us to do it together this time.
Yeah, so first couple of days were a little bit of a struggle. So the diet that we're on, it's basically proteins, fruits, and veggies is really it. It's all about cutting out sugar, cutting out carbs. I think technically it'd be a keto diet. Don't quote me on that, but I think technically it would be. But anyway, and that includes no alcohol. Alcohol has a lot of calories. Alcohol has a lot of sweet. That is why the bar behind us is looking pretty slim because we are not drinking anything for the next 40 days, which is easy for one of us.
Yeah, it's tough for me.
It's not easy for us.
It's tough for me, but it'll be better for us in the long run. You want as you start to get older, you want to be healthy. You know what I mean? So, doing these types of fasts and diets and eating right, eating healthy, helps you feel good.
And a lot of people will say don't diet, right? And you got to do whatever works best for you. But what I like about it is it allowed me the opportunity to try new things, try new foods, try different flavors with the vegetables and the fruits and whatever that I probably wouldn't have tried before because I'm so used to eating the same, dishes. So we've been kind of branching out. I brought some mushrooms. I'm not a fan of mushrooms at all, but I do want to try them and see what we can do with them. I want to try eggplant and what else? I'm gonna get him to. I'm gonna get you to try Brussels sprouts again.
I tried Brussels sprouts.
And I said again,
Brussels sprouts don't sit well.
I think we can air fry them, babe.
Brussels sprouts don't sit well with my palate right now.
But
And
neither did salmon for a long time, and now
correct,
you
salmon.
enjoy it.
Yes, that is correct. I did
So
not like
your
salmon for a
taste buds
while.
change over time. Your palate changes over time.
Oh
So I think that we gonna give it a try. But like I said,
boy.
that's really what I enjoy most about it. Is it's like, okay, what else can I eat? What else? What other foods are out there
Mhm.
that are healthy, that are fulfilling, and that are enjoyable? Right.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer. We love to season everything. Now I grew up eating white rice with sugar and butter, but
Oh my gosh, that's that
we
Midwest stuff.
but we season our rice. So like for example, instead of rice, we have cauliflower rice. So it's just chopped up cauliflower and we season it. And real talk, we gave it to the kids one day and they
They
didn't even
ain't
know.
even know. Yeah.
But I mean it tastes just as good for us again because
Yeah.
we season it. If you put sugar, try to put sugar and butter or cauliflower, it's not gonna taste that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, so that's why we're drinking water for the next few episodes. We'll still be drinking water. Yeah,
Yeah. But you'll still get the same energetic, the same energy, and the same conversation.
and still we're recording this 12:41 a.m.
Well, you know what? Listen back at that last episode. You can just hear them all, hear the kids all in the background, and
We can hear the girls right now because they're
correct,
still
because
up,
they're
but
still
hopefully
awake.
the audio is not transferring into the
Yeah,
mic. But
we moved them in the back.
yeah, we did. But this is our prime time.
Yeah,
I want to go live once, but this is our prime time, middle of the night. We are night owls. That's just who
this
we
is who
are.
we
Who we
are.
are. Who we are.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that is our drink of the week. All right, we're gonna get into our free before 11, which is our kind of random topics that we just kind of whatever we want to talk about, right? All club references.
Yeah.
We watched this show on
Oh,
Netflix called Man with a Thousand Man
man
with a
with
Thousand
1,000
Kids.
kids.
And it was about this man who would go to these sperm banks and give his sperm.
Well,
They
he started in the Netherlands. He
right. So
started in the Netherlands.
he's from the Netherlands.
Spoiler alert.
He's from the Netherlands, and he went to a sperm bank, donated his sperm, whatever, and he basically became addicted to it, right, more or less. And he had all these babies in the Netherlands, and then he would branch off to other countries. He would go to all these different sperm banks, even though the sperm banks would say like, "Oh, you can't contract with another sperm bank," and he would have to sign something that says it, but there's no legal.
There's nothing that enforces it.
Right,
There's no
exactly. So
legality
he
in it.
was
Yeah.
just going to all these sperm banks across the world,
The world.
just donating his sperm, and him and some other guy, they were mixing their sperm so they could play this game to see whose baby it would be. It was the
Crazy.
craziest show. Like one lady was talking about how she um she was talking to a coworker who had used a sperm donor, and they realized they used the same sperm donor. And then she knew somebody else that used a sperm donor, and then she knew somebody else. And I was like, first of all, the Netherlands need to get bigger, okay? Because there's too many people
Well,
and
not.
it's close proximity using sperm banks and donors or whatever. And then they got into the whole like, oh, this could be bad for incest purpose reasons, right?
Yeah, because the Netherlands is not a humongous or large country,
Mm-hmm.
and for the most part, everybody in the Netherlands is, I wouldn't say everybody, but a lot of them are on the Caucasian side, and they're
Mm-hmm.
looking for a specific type in the children that they
So
bear.
this
So
dude was blonde hair, blue eyes.
yeah,
He had
so
blonde curly hair, blue eyes, and so people were attracted to him.
that's what they were looking
That's what
for.
they were looking for.
Yeah,
So they ended up starting this Facebook group. They ended up doing like getting all kids together.
it
All
is
well, not all of them,
wild.
but they ended up getting a lot of the kids together. He gave some people more than one kid. It's crazy. So if
It's
you have a chance to watch it,
it is
if you're
wild.
bored one night,
It's a mini series, so it's not like a long show. So it's
yeah, it
like
was
I
just
think
three
three
parts.
three parts, three
Yeah,
episodes.
each part was it was less than an hour. Each
Yeah,
part
like
was.
like 40 minutes or
Mm.
whatever. But it's wild to know, and to see people who would do something like that, and like
He had no remorse. He
none
was
whatsoever. And they in Africa, like going to Africa sperm banks, and like it is
some in
wild.
the U.S.,
Yes.
some in China. I mean, it was just crazy.
Yeah.
They really don't know exactly
How
how
many
many. I
kids?
mean, a
Yeah.
thousand was a guess,
Right.
but he just out here just making babies. So they
Letting
were
it
saying
rip.
all these kids they gonna have to get DNA testing for they whoever they meet to make sure they're
Yeah.
not siblings. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. But
Speaking of
anyway,
kids,
speaking of kids, what you got?
so my black queen right here. That's my queen. I'm just reminiscing on the pop the balloon guy because he was calling everybody queen.
I was
So
like, you've never referred to me as your black king.
I
In
know, right?
20 years of a relationship, never once have you said
Well, you're
that.
gonna be queen tonight. Okay, so
Okay.
queen um uh came up with this idea. We've been on social media for a while. We started off just us dancing in our living
That's not how
room.
we started, but that's what,
That's well,
I started just doing family content, right? Just like, here me and the kids going to the movies. Me and the kids are doing this. Like, it was just real random. Oh, look at my son put his little brother in a box.
yeah,
It was just like real random stuff. Um,
yeah.
and then one night we did our first
First,
club living room, and that's what
that's
I
where,
called it that night too.
yeah.
And it was the Beyonce song, the what is
No,
this?
it
Yes,
was
it
the
was.
just got paid.
No, it wasn't. That wasn't the first one. It was the
Oh,
Beyonce song.
oh.
What is the song?
Well, the one that actually went viral was I just got paid though. That was the one that had
well,
like a million views.
that was when I had a million views, but
Right.
the other one still did very well. That's why we did the Just Got Paid one, because
Oh,
that one did so well.
yeah.
Um,
But anyway, so
yeah,
so we've been doing this for a while, and so my wife, you get to a point where you start, you want to be creative and do different things,
I'm playing Cuff It in the
and
voice speaker.
yeah,
I
yeah.
went. I haven't made
Oh
that.
gosh.
How do
So
I
they're
get
gonna
that?
hear cuff it in the speakers. Anyway, and she came up with this idea and was like, you know what, baby, we should imitate our kids. And we should imitate them at dinner time because like each one of them are totally different people. And it was um, just something that just out of nowhere was like, I was like, that's a great idea because like when we're eating and sitting down at the dinner table and we eating together, and it is a it's a show
It is.
nonetheless.
It is.
And
That's what it was. It was Cuff It.
yeah,
It's
okay,
in my ear, but
yeah. Anyway, so we sat down and decided we can't play that too long.
I know, right? Maybe not that part.
Yeah, they gonna copyright strike us. Anyway, and she was like, let's imitate the kids. So, we did the dinner table imitation of our kids, and man, that was some of the funniest um thing that we did. And we didn't even realize how funny it was until we looked back at it and it was it had us laughing.
Well, but the thing was, right? I almost didn't post it because I had the idea and I was like, let's do this. I think it could be entertaining, right? And then once I watched it again, we laughing, but I'm like, we know these kids.
Hmm.
Like, is it only funny because we know them?
Right.
Is it gonna be funny to some random person on the World Wide Web?
They not gonna know our
Right. You know what I mean? So I was really like, I debated and I almost didn't post it because I was like, I don't know. Like, again, funny to me,
kids.
but will other people relate? So anyway, we posted it and I posted it like 7 p.m. too. So it was, later in the evening, and all of a sudden it just started, people started liking it, commenting, laughing at it. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh great, this is doing good. This is, people think it's funny. And next thing I know, it was like, I was like, babe, this thing's about to hit 10,000 views. We haven't had that high of views in a very long
Yeah. In a
time.
while. Yeah.
So I'm like, man, it's gonna hit 10,000 views. And then
Well,
next thing I know,
you and Logan's dance got
yeah,
hundred thousand.
it's still been a long time
Yeah.
though since we did that. That was probably when we first moved in.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then it went to like 20K and then just kept going, and currently right now it's at 609,000 views, 36,000 likes, 268 comments, 478 shares, and 468 saves. And this was posted, today is the 12th. This was posted July 11th. Today's the
Yeah.
13th. This was posted July 8th. Pardon me. So it went crazy, and we were like,
Man,
man, and so many people could relate to it. I was like, oh, so we all raised
we
the
all
same
raising the
humans.
same humans, and that is the amazing part. Is, and again, it's another reason why we like doing this. Is like we all are going through
All
the
in this together.
same things together. Our kids don't want to brush their teeth, or they don't want to take a bath, or they don't want to go to bed, or what I mean. And they all are doing the exact same thing at the exact same time at the exact age.
Yeah, so it was pretty funny. So yeah, so that's gonna be one of the things we
Yeah,
continue
we.
doing because it was fun. The kids saw it; they thought it was funny. Also, now they want to imitate us. So we did one with their morning routine and how they wake up, and that one's
Yeah,
doing well. It's at currently like 22,000 views. So yeah, that'll be. We're still gonna be dancing. Not gonna stop that.
yeah.
Not gonna
Not gonna
stop
stop
that.
the dancing because
But but yeah, it was fun. It was fun. So look out for more of us, imitating our kids. And the thing about that, we will never run out of that content.
no,
Never,
because
because they
there's
give us stuff every day.
every day there is something new that one of them have or has done, and it is freaking hilarious.
Right, right.
So,
Sometimes frustrating in the moment, but then
oh
you look back and you like that was actually pretty funny. So
yeah, yeah.
so
So
it was fun.
in those these joyous times, because now we got a middle schooler, and next thing you know she gonna be you know getting up out of here, and that's the one thing is just enjoying the time with our kids, and how we love our kids even though we make fun of them and talk about them, and you
We
know
can't say make fun of. They got upset when we said make fun of.
oh for real.
Imitate them. Yes.
Okay,
They were like,
imitate
"You
them.
making fun of us."
Oh, okay. Okay, when we imitate them or whatever.
Yes,
But yeah, we love our kids,
we do. All right, moving right along. We hadn't gotten to our song of the week yet, and that was purposeful because we wanted it to lead into our cover charge for the week and our song for the week. This we kind of talked about it
Touched
last
on it
episode.
last. Yeah,
This group is very near and dear to my heart.
is it?
Okay, and yeah, this is our song for the week.
Once a groupie, always a groupie.
If you are unaware, which shame on you. That is that song is by the wonderful, amazing boy band that was Immature, led
Mm-hmm.
by the wonderful, amazing, talented, still singing, still making videos and music, Marcus Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and yeah, that's our song for the week. So we're gonna do a little dancey dance to that song, which should be fun.
It's amazing how you can just, revert back to your groupie days just by hearing the song.
Listen, when I tell you I played these songs out on whatever little audio cassette I had, and you know what? Alicia reminded me today. She was like, "Do you have a picture of your walls?" Because this is back in magazine days, right? Um,
I used to get the picture.
yep,
I
I
used to put
did.
the picture on the wall.
I
I
did.
think every
Okay, so we're already leading into the cover chart. We're gonna talk about celebrity crushes. Okay, my celebrity crush was the Marcus Houston.
okay.
And yes, I had photos of him and Immature all over my walls. There was a magazine called Right On. I know for sure. I can't remember none of the other names of the magazines, but there were magazines that they were in all the time. And I would buy those, or somebody would buy them for me. And I would just paste those things all over my wall. And I had this whole collage. I even had a little box of stuff too. It was a
I
lot.
mean, like, oh, okay. So are we talking celebrity crushes now? Or are we talking celebrity crushes when we were
I still crush on him now. The man still looks good
how?
because he still looks good.
But he,
But see, I don't really have any celebrity crushes now. Like, there's no celebrity that I look at now per se. I mean, you could go like Michael B. Jordan. Like, everybody thinks he's sexy. Yeah, he is. Um, I think it's more of his stature than anything else, and his status rather. Um, But yeah, I don't know that there's anybody else out right now. Like, my celebrity crushes have been my celebrity crushes forever. Marcus Houston and Shamar Moore.
Shamar Moore. What do they all have in common? They bright skinned individuals.
First of all, Marcus Houston is not bright skinned. Okay, that's number one.
I don't know the
He's
difference between all the three of
all the three of who? First of all, I only
them.
said two
Immature.
people.
I'm talking about immature. It's
There was one main dude. You know who Marcus Houston is?
what's the other one? The one with the patch.
Romeo. That was
That was the
Romeo.
one with the patch.
And then there was LDB.
LDB.
Nobody knows him.
That's messed up.
Little drummer boy.
That was his name.
Yep.
Little drummer. Oh
I
man.
don't know why. I don't know why. It started off. There was another guy. Have you ever seen House Party 3?
Yes.
The little Asian boy. He was
Yeah.
in a group first. Something went down. I don't know, obviously, and he got out the group, and then they got LDB in the group.
They used to wear them like them
Big baggy clothes.
big baggy
Yep.
pants.
But that was the style then. Even if you think about TLC,
yeah,
you
TLC,
know
crisscross.
that was the style. That was the style. So yeah. So those are my celebrity crushes. I mean, they really haven't changed. I don't really look like I say any other celebrity right now and be like, ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I can't think of anyone.
Well, mine wasn't really like I had a whole bunch of celebrity crushes. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? Like growing up, like I can count on like both of my hands the amount of women that were considered a crush of mine.
That's a lot. I
Like
only gave you two. So I know
like
one, Ashanti.
yeah, Shanti was bad.
Yeah.
I mean, Shanti still is bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shanti's bad.
Beautiful.
But like Holly Berry, like
She's still
Holly
beautiful.
was like she was like that especially when she was like the shortcut. Everybody was trying to go long and everything, and she
Yeah.
brought in that shortcut hairstyle.
Hmm.
Man, you couldn't tell me that Holly Berry wasn't the finest woman out there. Another one, Nia Long. Nia Long when she was in what's the
Best, not the best man.
no no
The marriage one.
no not that one.
Love and Jones.
Love
Love and
Jones
Jones. Love Jones.
when she was in Love Jones when she
Oh
was in
nah. Keep going.
Soul Food like I can go like
Yeah.
even like Tony Braxton back in the day was fire.
Well, let me interject real quick because you brought up Love Jones, Nia Long, the Lorenz Tate, still sexy.
Oh,
Still. He posted a video about a year ago, and he wasn't doing nothing but sitting in this car. And probably his wife was videotaping, but he was just sitting in the car. He had this little gray suit on. He just looked at the camera. That video went so crazy
really?
because yes, I'm about to find it. But yeah, Lorenz Tate, and he still looks like he has not aged. He still looks
Well,
good.
black don't crack
Yeah,
anyway.
he still
So
looks real good.
I mean, but again, like I can go like back in the day. I think every young African American man had a picture of Lil Kim from
Oh, the one bitch where her legs were spread
yeah,
wide
when her
open.
legs were spread. That's when Lil Kim was like, woo, like before she became Miss
Yeah.
Piggy, but like
Before she became Miss Piggy.
yeah, she started to get like
Baby,
all
but
the
don't say that. That's
okay,
nice.
all right. Before she began to have all these surgeries and stuff
Right.
and plastic surgery and everything like
Okay.
that, like she was like back in the day when she used to, rap with Biggie and all of them
Mm-hmm.
and what was their crew name? I forgot. Oh man, was it 3 6 Mafia? No, it wasn't Three
No.
Six Mafia. It was
They had a name for
yeah,
their.
they had it was a group of them.
I don't know.
But anyway, like Lil Kim back in the day was like mm, the Queen BB. You know what
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
saying?
that was the queen bee to me, so you best believe.
Yeah.
Shall I proceed? Yes, indeed.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So like you like the crushes that you had then, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like you can look at them now and see how they, some of them
My
can
crushes still look good.
yeah, but a lot it's all my crushes look good except for Kim.
I don't do that. But you said well yeah, Hallie still looks good.
Holly still
Hallie
look
still looks
good.
good.
Nia Long
He still
still
looks
look
good.
good.
Yep.
You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? Tony Braxton still look
Yeah.
good. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, just off the top of my head, those are like my main three. You know what I'm saying? Like we can go about different like younger. You know who else? I forgot this one. Bam, Topanga. Listen, Topanga was the baddest white girl on
Not
the
Topanga.
planet, and you couldn't, I bet you right now, if you were to ask anybody, any male, Topanga was the baddest white woman back.
She wasn't a woman.
Oh, white
She was
girl.
a girl.
Yeah, Topanga from Boy Meets World. Y'all remember Topanga?
I
Everybody,
believe her name is Danielle.
nope,
But
nope. Yeah, her name is Danielle, but guess what? She's always gonna be
that's
Topanga.
hilarious. So your celebrity crush, one of your celebrity crushes is Topanga.
Topanga. Yeah, Topanga. Oh, you know who else was? You know who else was fine too? Lisa Turtle from Saved by the Bell.
Yep.
Lisa Turtle from Saved by the Bell.
She probably still look the same too.
She might do.
I haven't seen
The
her.
last time I saw her, she was in How to Be a Player with Bill Bellamy, and
Yeah.
she was
Yeah. Yeah.
the main girl,
Yeah.
and she was fine in that too.
Well, if you want to talk about white crushes, now Matthew McConaughey, that man looks good. Okay.
She's a good looking
Oh, you
white
know
man.
what? I got a old man white crush.
George
Is
Clooney,
no Richard Gere.
Richard Gere.
Yes. From
Richard Gere has had gray hair since he's been
I don't care.
40 years
It
old.
looks good. Okay. Um.
Richard Gere.
Yeah, Richard Gere. I think that's it.
Uh,
But Matthew McConaughey is really at the top
I
because
mean,
he looks good.
But he got like a specific style to him, like the
Everybody has a specific style, right?
yeah, but like like he like the cool white boy. Richard
Hmm.
Gere is like your
Oh, Richard is
the
like,
uncle.
no, he not. You ain't never seen him in a movie. He's very suave. He was in Pretty Woman.
Oh, um, what's her name?
Was it
Oh, dog it, forgot her name. What's her name?
Jennifer? No,
Jennifer.
no.
Julia
Julia
Roberts.
Roberts.
Julia Roberts. She was bad too. It's some beautiful women and beautiful people out there. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And now they're still hopefully beautiful.
Most of them
Yeah.
are. Most of them are. But yeah, I mean, my main was still. I was obsessed with Immature for their
That's a
duration.
different kind of obsession though.
What you mean is a different kind of
You
obsession?
said in last week's episode that he touched your hand at a concert and you didn't even want to wash it after
I
that.
sure did not.
That's like stalker
Obviously,
potential.
I did. Obviously, I did wash it. A, B.
But did you
I
really want to?
cared about what I wanted. I had to wash my hand. B, I couldn't stalk that man. I was a child. My stalking was limited to me putting him on my wall and going to every concert and watching every video, and
Yeah.
that was as far as my stalking went.
Yeah, I mean, you reminisce on that moment in time in which you just had that oh yeah, I love that one right there. That's that she's the one or he's the one, and you write notes on your little notepad and all that stuff like this is gonna be my husband or this is gonna be my wife, and we gonna do this yada yada yada. You know what I mean? And you reminisce on the things those feelings that you used to have. You know what I'm saying? And look at the smile on her face.
Listen, you don't even
I don't even
understand.
think I'll make you smile like that.
Don't
Yes.
even. No, you. But listen, it was a good
That was a good
time.
time.
I mean, it was a good time. They made. You know what though? Honestly, I wish there were people like not necessarily immature, but like for the girls, like there's Taylor Swift, but who else is there? Like, and then a lot of her stuff is getting more mature because she's getting older, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like there's no like female artist that the kids can like really listen to and relate to that like sings or even like dude like there are no boy bands anymore. Like there are currently no boy bands except the little Asian band.
Yeah.
I
Well,
B2K.
that
No, B something. B I don't know. That's not B2K. That's totally
what?
wrong.
Yeah, ain't they cousins the immature? B2K.
I don't know. They family
It's something
lineage.
like that. They like cousins, but anyway. But I think what happens now is everybody starts off as a band or starts off in a group and realizes that the money is shared, amongst everybody, and they realize that they can make a lot more money by going solo. So they only do it just to get their name out there, and then everybody try to break away. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you don't really have groups like that last a long time, like your NSYNCs or your Backstreet Boys, or
Yeah.
what I'm saying, things like that, because eventually, you start, you going to the same shows, you're doing the same concerts and everything like that. So if Justin Timberlake can say, you know what, I can do this same thing by myself, and I reap all it instead of splitting it four ways or splitting it three ways.
I mean, not only that,
That's
but
what it
sometimes people
is.
are just more talented. Even if you think about the Jackson Five. I mean, Michael was the talent.
Listen,
It was Michael and the rest of them. You know what I mean?
correct.
Destiny's Child, Beyonce, and them. Now, don't get me wrong. Kelly and Michelle can hold their own.
They can
They
hold
they
their
can do
own.
their
That
own
they
thing.
can. And even
But
Latoya,
Luckett,
Lucky,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they were all able to hold their own. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they still ended up breaking away and doing their own thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
you want to at some points your interests don't align. I think even the type of songs you want to do or whatever. You know what I mean?
I
Like
mean, I
they
guess,
change. They change. Like Michelle does mainly gospel stuff now.
yeah. But I
Unless
mean,
she's doing stuff with Destiny's Child,
hmm,
like the kind of stuff she puts out is all gospel.
right.
So
But the other girl groups didn't really break up like that, like your SWVs and Escapes and all that stuff. They ain't really
yeah, they
like.
definitely have
Did
their.
they break away and try to have their solo careers?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Absolutely. They all did. They all did. The main girl from SWV, who's Coco, she had a solo album. She still be online singing with her son, who can
Hmm.
sing very well. Um, but yeah, absolutely. And we know Candy, she be out there doing stuff and be writing for people everywhere.
Yeah.
And so yeah, everybody does it. Everybody does it. But anywho, we got totally off topic.
Yeah, it was.
Um, yeah, so those were our celebrity crushes.
Yeah.
I've heard you say the Topanga one before, but I totally forgot it. Do you just do you just say it
Telling
again?
you, Topanga was
Uh,
fire. She had them hazel eyes too.
yeah.
Like, and that was context weren't really a thing. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody had hazel eyes, you was like, oh my gosh. Yeah. That might have been like the my first crush there.
Was Topanga.
Yeah. It probably was
Oh, you
Topanga.
know what? Like I remember Family Matters
Oh.
when Urkel came out as Stefan Urkel. Ooh, wait. You couldn't. I
Appointment television.
distinctively remember sitting in the living room. I was sitting on the floor. I was like writing something on a chair, and he came out that little machine thing, and I was like, my mouth dropped.
Oh,
That Jaleel White came out looking so good in his little white suit. Oh my goodness, Stefan
he was smooth
Urkel.
though. He
He
came out smooth.
was.
He was
Oh, that
smooth.
was a moment. That was a moment because we were so used to seeing him with the nerdy look, the
Yeah.
glasses, the suspenders, or whatever. Man, listen, he came out as Stefan Urkel. All the girls watching and Laura Winslow were all like,
Uh-huh.
"Oh my goodness."
Uh-huh.
We was all ready for it. We was
It-
ready for it.
you know what? That was a moment. I remember that episode clearly when he came out. I think everybody. I mean, everybody was just like, "Dang, Buddy
Right, because
came out."
we never
We ain't
even
never
see
seen him
we
like
never seen him
that.
like that. Right.
Buddy came out. We was like, "Dang, he's smooth with it." He was.
Yeah.
I think he spit and everything like that. So
Yeah. No,
yeah,
that was good TV. Good
yeah.
TV. Good TV. So whoever
Stefan
whoever
Urkel.
decided to do that, I mean, I'm sure the views for that. Well, that maybe it wasn't big because you couldn't really advertise it. I don't know. Did we have previews back in the day? I don't even remember.
I
I don't
don't
know
think
if we had
so.
previews. No, we
No.
had to have. I think we had to have known. I don't know. That's neither here nor there. Anyway, when you mentioned Topanga
Stefan
episode, that
Urkel.
that reminded me of good old Stefan Urkel when he came out looking all good and stuff. So, anywho, anyway, that is about all for today. We are going to get into our let out, which is always our little relationship tip, nugget, etc., etc. For those that do not know, we have been together 20 years. We've been married for 14 years, and we do have 4 children. All of our children are ages 12 and under. So we've been in this thing for a long time. We
Yep.
got a lot of experience. We have a lot to share. We've been through some stuff. We've, been through
Some stuff.
right, some stuff. So, it hasn't always been roses and flowers and rainbows and unicorns,
Yeah.
right? Life is life, and we've had some issues, but we are in it for the long haul. We're gonna be here till the wheels fall off.
So
What's our thing?
our let out topic is supporting one another. You should be your significant other's best cheerleader, no matter what they're doing, no matter if you think that it's a good idea or not. You should be their best cheerleader. If they want to start a business and you ain't got no money, y'all should be thinking of ways to figure out, because that's something that's in their heart. Having somebody that supports you through and through, believes in you through and through, gives you that much more confidence to be able to push through all the difficult times. So be supportive, and be your significant other's best cheerleader.
That's right. That's right. So please like, share, and comment. Let us know if you enjoy it.
Who your celebrity crushes
Yeah,
were.
definitely. Let us know who your celebrity crushes is,
Yeah.
or are or were, right? If they've changed. But definitely let us know, because we are curious to see if we share any interests. So
I bet you we're gonna see some people that love Topanga.
Okay. Back to Topanga we go. Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate you, and until next time, we out.
Deuces.
Bye.